All right, part two of the budgeting. Last time on part one, all I showed you was to write down on a normal sheet, normal notes app, the day you bought something and how much you spent it on. What this was just to give yourself some awareness of what you're spending on. Sometimes these mindless purchases that we do on a daily and weekly basis, we don't think about them. But when you write it down, you start to become aware. Like, hey, should I really be spending $8 on coffee every day? Should I really be spending $30 to get my food delivered to me? It was a $10 burrito, but I paid $30 so it can be delivered to me. It makes you think, hey, I'm trying to save money. Why would I spend it on this? All right. The only change we're going to make this time is we're going to use an Excel sheet. This is Google Sheets right here. You can use Microsoft, you can use Apple, you can use any other like Excel type document. And mostly it's going to be the same. You're just going to write down what you bought on what day. But with the sheets, you can do some additional math, which I'll show you at the end. So let's go through my March purchases. I know there's a couple days left, but I usually consider Friday, the last Friday of the month, to be the last day of the month for me personally. All right. So March 2025, all you're going to have is three categories: day, amount, and the type. Okay. On the first day of the month, I usually just put down my income and then whatever I know I'm going to be purchasing as a recurring billing type thing for the whole month. Okay. So $400 for insurance, $500 for my car payment, $90 for my phone plan, $120 for storage, and $15 for my music. These are all, I put them as green because those are all things I need, okay? On the second day of the month, I spent $20 on video games and $160 on shoes. Both of those I put as red because I really didn't need to buy this video game and I really didn't need to buy these shoes. I have shoes, but I like those shoes, but I bought them, but I didn't need them. So I could have probably not bought those shoes, and I could have probably not bought these video games. Okay? On the 3rd and the 4th of the month, I decided to go traveling. So I got flight tickets, and I got Airbnb, and I paid $3,200 for them. But the reason I'm putting these as green is because I really want this. This is what makes my life worth living. I'm going to go with my girlfriend to a new country and explore. And that's what makes my life worth living. If I didn't have this in my life, I'd just have a boring life that I wouldn't even enjoy being alive. So this is what makes me feel happy, and this is what makes me feel like life is amazing. So I put those as green. And again, these are all up to you. It's up to you to decide if it's something you need or if it's something you don't need in your life. So no one can tell you that you don't need to travel. No one can tell you you didn't need to buy shoes. It's all you decide. Okay? On the 5th, I bought burgers. All right? Didn't need to buy those burgers. Just wanted them. But I could have probably just cooked. Most of the time I cook, so, all right. Fast food again, burritos, both red. Fast food, I'm going to put red every time because I really don't need to do it. It's like an impulsive, reaction that I just need to buy some fast food, okay? Spent $125 on supplements. Those supplements help my life. I think I'm a lot healthier. I'm a lot more energetic. And it's overall helping me be the best version of myself. So I'm gonna keep buying those supplements. Okay? Fast food. Don't need it. All right? And then my iCloud payment. I could probably get rid of this, but for now, I have too many pictures, too many videos I can't save on my phone. So I need to buy this iCloud. All right? So that's it. That's how much I spent. I might spend a couple more dollars in the next couple days of the month, but for now, that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to total this up. I'm going to go here, enter equals sum, and then I'm just going to highlight all these numbers. Okay, another important thing, make sure you put a negative sign next to any of your expenses, because if you, as you can see, my income is a positive number, 4,000, but all these expenses are negative numbers because that's what's going to give you a proper total. So as you can see, my total is negative 794. All right, negative $794, which means I had a deficit this month. I spent more money than I made this month. Not good overall. I'm just gonna put that in the notes. As far as the flights and the lodging goes, those were the two biggest expenses that really held me back. And I'm not gonna have those type of expenses every month. So likely next month will be a better, at least be a surplus, hopefully. Okay? Now, that's all you need to do. That's it. All I want you to do this month, or however many days you decide to do this, is to calculate the sum and find out if you had a surplus, which is you made more money than you spent, or a deficit, which is you spent more money than you made. That's it. That's all I want you to see. All right? Well, I'm going to show you something I'm going to do, which is I'm going to calculate a little ratio here. Okay? Again, equals sum. And I'm going to take all the good things that I bought. All right? Oops. That's an error because I have this comma outside the parentheses. There you go, okay? So I spent almost $4,500 on purchases I consider necessary for life. I'm going to take the sum of all the purchases that I thought I don't need, the bad. All right? I spent $323 on bad things, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the bad by the good. Oops, that was put that in the wrong spot. Okay, I was supposed to put an equal sign. Equals divided by good. All right, that gives me a weird decimal here. This is basically 7% here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this A sign here, go to the cell, and you're going to put number format as a percentage. Okay, so 7%. That's the ratio. I spent 7% of my purchases were bad. Bad purchases, okay? And I'm just going to make a goal. I want to get that to below 5% next month. That's my goal. This is something you don't have to do. Don't worry about this. I'm just showing you because I like it, but you don't have to do this. Your main goal is just to be able to see the sum. If you spent more money than you made, or if you made more money than you spent, that's it. Okay? So make an Excel sheet, write down what you made as income and what you bought for expenses, and then categorize them as good or bad, and then just take the sum. All right? That's all you got to do this month for part 2 of budgeting if you're trying to improve your finances. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll see you next month.